This is home, truly, where we know you must be. So poops, we talked about a homecoming in Malaysia in the past week, but it turns out that in Singapore, we have yet another homecoming. Welcome home, Amos Yee. Amos Yee, child prodigy, filmmaker, sex offender, and the boy who kissed Irene Ang,
aka Phua Chu Kang's wife.
One kiss lah, don't be so stingy ah! I give you the award, no? Then I take back.
Irene, please don't traumatize
That was a look of disgust, I believe. Yeah. You must grab them when they are still young, you know.
I think Amos might have taken that too literally.
Those of you who followed his journey might remember how once upon a time he was this kid, the boy who criticized Lee Kuan Yew, activist's most prominent face of freedom of speech in Singapore, to the point that even the New Yorker was casually featuring him. At one point, he was invited to give a talk at Harvard before he ended up getting convicted for grooming, owning child pornography. Next thing you know, he's in Chicago just making these YouTube videos asking people for money. Now all that came to an end after the US deported him, the police arrested him, and he's been called for his Lim Kopi session by MINDEF MHA, which issued a joint press statement saying to the effect, "This Cao Gina run away don't want serve national service." And so here we are today, Singapore's very own enfant terrible, once the only person from Singapore listed on the worst of the worst DHS website, only to now lose that designation because now there is Siok Peng Lim. So no, Amos, you cannot be alone anymore, and not just with children. Now, if you're part of Singapore Raw or Complain Singapore, you are probably laughing right now, just casually making fun comment after fun comment. Walao America, why you go and send him back here? Everybody is just kind of secretly cackling away, just casually being all say, "Hey, sorry, Singaporean cannot understand Cantonese, right? You deserve it." But you know what's the funny thing? I actually went and looked at this guy's website, right? And it turns out that even though this might seem like a horrible thing, actually, right? It was all part of his plan. He released this post on October 23rd, 2023, after 3 years in prison, saying that his plan at the end of the day was to go back to Singapore. Haha! You don't know that you're all dancing on the palm of my hand. I want to provide value to people's lives by getting arrested, apparently. And here he is talking about all the wonderful things that he will do. Every single post leading up to the latest, which says, "I'm praying and visualizing that public protests happen when I'm arrested. I just need 10 people willing to risk their lives and it will be the biggest public protest in Singapore in the last 50 years. Yeah, well, do you see any protests going on? Cause I don't see any protests going on. Say, why don't we ask ChatGPT? Say, ChatGPT, Amos Yee wanted people to protest when he got arrested in Singapore. He needed like 10 people. Has there been any indication that there were 10 people that protested for him when he got charged on March the 20th? Is there any indication from any of the popular activists people are going to protest? Think about all of the people who could possibly protest. Whether the Sobies, the PJ Thumbs, the Kirsten Hans, Jolovan Wan, Transform Justice Collectives, and oh, the Monday of Palestine Solidarity, etc, etc. Thank you. Alright,
time to wait.
maybe his grand plan really will come to pass. Don't know how much of a grand plan it really was, since his so-called friend was trying to appeal to embassies worldwide to take Amos in. I don't know if he actually wanted to go back to Singapore. Did you, Amos? Did you really? If you didn't actually want to go back to Singapore, then why say that you want to go back to Singapore? Alright, wow. This is like the longest I've actually waited for a ChatGPT prompt. It's literally looking right now. Okay, it's done. Alright, as of Saturday, I do not see public evidence that Amos Yee got the 10% protest he wanted. This is what we've got right here. No indication that anybody is actually protesting for you, Amos. Yeah, I don't know. Could have been something to do with the whole sexual grooming thing, which kind of makes you no longer a hero. Kind of like how when kids grow old and they stop being cute except on steroids. Either way though, I have a feeling that he's probably just thinking to himself right now, I thought I was the main character of my own drama and Lee Hsien Loong was going to dance with me.
If Lee Hsien Loong wishes to sue me, I will oblige to dance with him. Come at me mother.
I guess he gets to dance with all the other prisoners in jail though, which might not actually be bad. I mean, if we look at what happened with Christine Jayamani, I remember she was just making cookies in prison. So for all you know, maybe it's not that bad. But hey, well, it's his experience to have. Good luck with toppling Singapore's 60 years dictatorship, allegedly. I don't know if there was really so much negative national and international press out there, because as far as I'm aware, Singapore is a shining star on a hill, whether there was an Amos Yee or there was no Amos Yee. But hey Amos, I do like rooting for the underdog sometimes, and all I can say is, well, do your worst. But for now, enjoy prison. Make sure not to drop the soap though. Alright, so poops, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I have to say about that, and bye.